Hi everybody, I'm KHOU 11 Meteorologist Pat Cavlin here with an update on everything that's going on right now weather-wise, just, what's happening on radar right now. Of course, we have some big storms on the north side of the city, but also what's coming tonight and then what's coming ahead for tomorrow, because there are some really, really big changes. And if you've been out of the loop the last few days, like yours truly, enjoying Thanksgiving, some of this stuff may kind of catch you by surprise. So let's just talk about what's happening outside right now. The city itself is quiet. There is a feisty storm though just on the north side. You can see they've got a special weather statement in play for this right now. Heavy rain, gusty winds, possible up to 40 miles per hour. Not a lot of lightning here, so the odds of this jumping into the severe category are on the low to moderate end. If this does become a severe storm, it's going to be more of a tornado threat, believe it or not, here. And it has to do with this little appendage here on the south side of the storm, which is on the north and west side of the city. So right around 290 up towards the Jersey Village area here along the Beltway. This is where kind of the strongest part of this storm is right now. So as we kind of stop radar and give you a better look, this special weather statement extends right through the middle of Montgomery County, up towards the Conroe area, going all the way down through Spring, the Woodlands, and then again finally into Jersey Village. This is moving towards the northeast at about 15 or 20 miles per hour. But you can see hail is not a concern with this. It's just the wind threat. Again, 40 mile per hour winds, not out of the question with this, moving towards Aldine, Spring, the Woodlands. And as we switch over to the velocity detector, the wind detector, what we use to kind of scope out the potential for any type of tornado threat. There's nothing really jumping off the map at me at the moment. We've had a little bit of rotation down here again towards the Jersey Village area. I think some gustier winds now starting to push through the Bammel area. Unfortunately, we keep losing some of this radar data, so I know that this northern part just disappeared. That's just a glitch in the system right now, so kind of bear with me here. But the radar is up here. Anywhere you've seen green color, that indicates where winds are moving towards that radar site. And then wherever you see red, that indicates where the wind is moving away from the radar site. And a good way to remember that is think about a car moving away from you. What do you see? The red tail lights. So again, any red color here indicates wind that's moving away from the radar site. And you can see all that new data filling in right now. So there are some gusty winds coming into the Bammel area, about to cross through I-45 as well, through the Woodlands, maybe probably about 30 or 40 mile per hour winds. In fact, we can actually kind of query some of these and see what the radar is thinking. It disappeared. Sorry about that. So that's just kind of what we're dealing with right now. Let me see if I can actually switch over to a different radar site to make this a little bit easier for us to see. Not much better. All right, so that's the bottom line though. I mean, just kind of going, reiterating what I was saying. Gusty storms on the north side of the city. A couple lightning strikes, not a ton of lightning, but definitely some heavy rain here. And again, this is where some of the worst of the weather is. 290 up towards the Beltway through Jersey Village, and then again up towards Spring. But there are some gusty winds potentially going through the Woodlands at the moment. That's the only game in town right now. Things are really going to fill in though later on. As we zoom out, you can see storms are starting to fire up here from Bryan all the way back through Gonzales along this line. And as we go even farther away to the north, notice there is a severe thunderstorm warning here just south of Dallas. So this is actually where our boundary is. And this cold front is eventually going to catch up to us as we get into the overnight. So that's going to impinge upon all of that moisture that's coming in from the Gulf right now, that's sparking up these storms in the north side of the city. And that's where our low and severe threat may come into play. But really, I think it's going to be a big, heavy rain threat for us as we get into the overnight. So on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the worst, it's a level 1 severe threat. So again, it's very low end, but there is the potential for some isolated damaging wind gusts, maybe an isolated tornado, but heavy rain is what I'm most concerned about here getting into the overnight. So a weather impact alert remains in effect so far for this evening. The tornado and the wind damage threat are low. The hail threat is pretty much non-existent, but the street flooding threat is now, I would say, at least in the moderate category. I should actually increase this a little bit because there may be the potential for some ponding on roads. So I've got a couple of friends messaging me saying, hey, does tonight look okay? We're back in town. We want to go out. Tonight's a little iffy. It's going to be a heavy rain night for us across Houston. And again, there could be some street flooding going on. So a rainy night coming up for us. Now, the second thing that I wanted to talk about is what's coming up behind this rain, it is going to feel like winter in the blink of an eye. I mean, we're going to go from temperatures in the 70s today to high temperatures struggling to get out of the 40s the next few days. And you're going to couple that with some gusty winds. And unfortunately, we don't really clear things out. We stay cloudy here the next few days. So it's cloudy, it's colder, it's gusty. I mean, really going to feel like January here as we get into the next few days. That being said, if you're traveling tomorrow, your trouble spot will be in the northeast. Everybody else, though, should look fine. If your travels happen on Monday, we've actually got another round of rain that could slow things down for us here in southeast Texas. Maybe some snow into St. Louis. And then that storm on Tuesday moves into the northeast as a nor'easter. So heavy rain and snow expected from D.C. getting up towards Boston. For us here at home, though, that's the rain that I was talking about for tonight. Some really heavy rain around midnight. So torrential downpours moving across the area. Again, maybe some gusty winds as well. By tomorrow morning, the rain is over, but we don't clear things out. Notice the thick deck of clouds in play. So we stay cloudy here getting into Sunday. And then again, Monday morning, showers start to come back, and then heavy rain is back in the picture for us. Look, it's beneficial rain. It's much needed rain, but it is going to feel raw and cold the next few days with these temperatures dropping and the rain moving in. So that's a look at what we've got going for you right now. If anything changes in terms of severe potential, we're going to jump back on here. We'll be on TV if there's any tornado threat as well. We'll try to kind of play it out with the football game that's airing. We just want to keep you up to date here. We've got a newscast coming up at 6 o'clock. That's on KHOU 11 Plus, again, because of the football game. And then we will be on TV tonight at 10 o'clock. We'll be doing updates in between as the weather starts to move downhill over the next few hours. So that's what I got for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.